Hi, my name is Teri Rose, and I want to tell you just a little bit about my background and what I offer in my videos here on my channel so that you can see if there's possibly something that can be beneficial to you. I like to give a lot of information and tips to help people understand that each one of us is so powerful. We were born with an ability that actually everybody's using it all day long, every day of their life, but they don't realize it. And when you learn to focus it and create a purpose for it, an intention, a focus, it's just incredible what can be done. And I'm speaking about really what people think about as positive thinking, but it's really not, or what they think about it as the law of attraction, which is really a principle that says what you spend your time and your energy and think about, and what your real beliefs are deep down inside, the kind of energy that you create, you're going to attract back to you more of what you are. You're actually going to attract the same kind of people into your life, the same kind of temperament out of people, that sort of thing. And I just love to bring up the studies and present a lot of the information that I've gathered over the years. And it all began with me when I was a kid. I mean, I was a really young kid, and my mom told me the story about how she was out with friends and realized that she had to get home to her twin sister, dropped everything, ran home, and her twin sister died just as she got there. That just absolutely fascinated me. It still fascinates me. And so I began to study. Even as a young girl, I began to study how that could be. And my mom's a twin, but you know, we all have that ability. Some people have it developed a little bit more, and twins have that real connection, but a lot of us do. And it's something that can be developed, and there's studies now that show that everybody has that ability. So that began. And then what ended up happening in the 70s, I wouldn't talk about it for years and years because it was very sacred to me, but I had a really serious car wreck, and I ended up having what Dr. Raymond Moody, he coined the phrase back in the 70s, near-death experience. But I had an experience like that, and you know, I left my body, and I watched, you know, I saw my life, and that's a whole other story there, but I kept that to myself because that's not, at that point, you know, in the 70s, you didn't even hear anybody talking about it, and it seemed pretty wild. And when I did try to talk about it, I didn't get the reception that I would have liked to have gotten, so I kept it to myself for years and years. But I studied, and I wanted to understand what I saw in that car wreck, why it was my mom knew that her twin sister, you know, that she had to get to her. I ended up, you know, I read books like Napoleon Hill's books, Think and Grow Rich, Psycho-Cybernetics, Maxwell Maltz, The Man Who Tapped the Secrets of the Universe. I was like a sponge, and then I started experimenting. And the bottom line is, what I found was that when I had clarity, when I knew exactly what I wanted, and I put my energy into it, and I visualized it, and I created the emotions of it, and you know, lived it in my mind so that it was so real to me, things happened so quickly once I got to that point. And then I discovered that I couldn't always get there. And now, especially, you know, in the last 10, 15 years, there's been so much information that has come out about the subconscious, the power of the subconscious. We now have technology that can monitor what's going on in the brain. We know that the same areas of the brain get activated, whether you're thinking about something or visualizing something. And so there's just a lot of information that we have that wasn't available years ago that really is helping us understand the importance of doing things like visualizing and really having a clear intention and that sort of thing. But I didn't understand all that back then. I just played around and found that, yeah, there really was something to that, and miraculous things would happen so quickly sometimes, and other times I couldn't get it to happen at all. So over the years, I've really developed a system that now I can make work for me every time, as long as I keep at it. You know, like I said, the problem is it's the subconscious. If something's not happening for me very quickly, I know there's something going on with the deep-seated wrong belief that is keeping it from happening. So anyway, I just love to do research. I love to do different experiments with things, and I love to just share that information.